Sir, in all due respect, I think there's quite a bit of difference between talking to world governments, getting them to worry about their environment, and running your children's lives.
Are you an expert on both?
No, not by a long shot.
Well, then listen to an expert. The goal is the same, to promote the health and well-being of the parties involved.
True. When your child is very small, like my son, for instance. Now, I am always moving things off the shelf so he can't get to them, and I'm always picking him up if he starts to stumble. But the idea is so that one day he'll be able to take care of himself. He'll be able to go out into the big wide world and take care of business himself.
Well, I sincerely hope he succeeds.
Well, yes, sir, I do, too. And when he does, I'll be very proud of him, just as you should be of Sarah.
I am very proud of her.
All right. Thank you both very much for your caring and your concern. Would you excuse me for just a moment? Can I talk to you?
Oh, yes.
Look, I really need to work this out on my own.
You sure that's what you want?
No, it's not what I want. I'd rather be eating pineapple with you and swaying to the music, but there seems to be a cloud gathering over our luau, so I need to deal with it. Can I have a rain check?
Yeah, sure. You got a phone. You know how to use it. Just give me a call if you need me.
Okay.
Bye. Sir, good seeing you.
Do you know how embarrassing that was for me? Dad, you treated me like I was 10 years old.
Sarah, I never intended to embarrass you.
What did you intend to do other than scare Cord away?
What's the point of making a commitment you can't keep? You'll be moving to California soon.
Look, you cannot bully me into going to California, nor can you make me feel guilty for keeping a commitment that I am making to Cord.
Just how serious are you two?
Very serious, Dad. Not that it's any of your business.
You told me that you were just good friends. The next thing I knew, he was inviting you on a trip to Hawaii, and now this. Sarah, you seem to be moving along pretty fast
Not
here.
fast enough for me, I'll tell you that. Look, Dad, I'm sorry if you can't be happy for me. I'm just going to have to accept that. But I am living my own life, and that is something that you're going to have to accept.
That contractor should have known the rules about permits.
Well, perhaps they were in a rush to get the plans approved and the work finished that they forgot to put the permits in.
Well, the work is going to stop until the proper permits have been filed and posted.
Well, how long is that going to take?
I don't know, a couple of weeks at the most.
Well, there goes Al's winter wardrobe.
What?
He's completely grown out of everything from last year.
I'm sure that his father will buy him all the clothes that he needs.
I don't accept handouts from Max anymore, in case you haven't noticed. It's all right, I'll just have to keep him locked up inside until the showroom
Oh,
opens.
Gabrielle, don't be ridiculous. All right. I don't know why, but I'll make a deal with you. You can finish the work that you've already started, but don't you dare start any more work without the proper permits posted.
That is very generous of you, Steve. I thank you, and so does Al. So, when did you start working for Max?
This week.
You know, when we were together, you were so determined to be your own man, just as I was determined to be my own woman. It's very surprising to see you under your brother's wing again.
It's not forever.
It's too bad it has to be at all. Steve, I know that we're not the best of friends, but I do want what's best for you. Maybe it's because I found an investor who wants to back my designs. I'm just being very fortunate. I wish everyone else could be that lucky.
Oh, Gabrielle, you don't have to gloat over the fact that I'm working for Max while you're on this ladder of success. I happen to have my foot on the first rung of a very important ladder, and my future looks as bright as yours. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some guests to take care of.
Vicki, you have already had to face a part of your past, and it nearly destroyed you. Now, what if you do find Nikki's boyfriend or husband or whoever fathered the child? Or worse than that, what if you discover the reason that Nikki Smith, that you were transformed into her in the first place? Are you prepared to deal with that?
I don't know. I'll just have to follow my instincts and hope that I don't fall apart. But I'm not going to allow my fears to paralyze me. I have to find out the truth, whatever it is.
All right, then I'm going with you. No, you can't do that. As much as I would like you to go, you can't. Look, Clint would figure it out in 2 seconds if you and I left town together.
But that's easy.
we take separate airplanes? Look, I'll tell Ace I'm going to Nevada to check out business. You tell Clint whatever you want. No. Please. Think of what everybody would say. I mean, you've been spending all this time planning Ace's party. For you to walk out in the middle of all the preparations, everyone would be suspicious, especially Clint. I promise you I will call you every single day, and I will definitely call you if I need help, immediately. Do you have any idea what you're going to tell Clint? Yeah. The Women's Press Association is having its annual meeting starting tomorrow in New York. I'm going to represent the banner.
This is a can of processed pumpkin. This is the real thing. Most pumpkin pies are made with this, but not Mrs. Smith's. Our pies start here with fresh pumpkin. And real pumpkin is the only way.
Both banquet rooms are approximately the same size, although most guests do tend to prefer the Caribbean room.
Max, I have to talk to you.
Excuse me. I'm sure you can see that I'm busy with a guest planning a very important banquet.
I'm sorry. Do you know how long you'll be?
I don't have any idea.
Aren't you Megan Gordon for Fraternity Row?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a big fan of the show.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me?
Oh, well, we'll take a look at the 2 banquet rooms, and then we'll make our decision.
Good. Hey. Why didn't you just give her an exclusive on you going to Hollywood to become a movie star? You might have made her year.
Max, listen to me.
No, I heard enough at the Waterside Inn. Thank you very much.
No, what you heard was Randy's tirade. I'm sorry. I told you that the plans to go to California were my father's idea. He wanted me and Sarah to go along because he wants us to be a family. He's being very pushy right now. He's organized this interview for me with some big shot in California. I haven't made a commitment to go to California or a commitment to go to the interview.
It's typical, isn't it? You don't commit to anything. I doubt you ever will.
Well, what happened to your little speech about patience and giving me a chance?
I meant it when I thought you were serious. But the whole damn time, you were just playing another one of your stupid games.
I was going to give up this interview for the cruise.
No, you weren't. You were going to consider it. You were going to try it on for a few days, see how it fits. But I guarantee when Friday night rolled around, you were going to be on that plane by yourself. And I was going to be on that cruise all alone.
Max, that's not true. I was really trying. I was really trying to make you happy.
I already know what it takes to make me happy. Not playing your games. I quit.
Max, don't do this.
I'm done. Goodbye. Adios. Happy landings, wherever that may be. Oh. You can keep the jersey. It'll look nice in your trophy case.
Have you tested the virus on humans?
It's a rare tropical virus for which there's no vaccine. But I've run tests on it to make sure it isn't lethal. I was quite pleased with the results.
I assure this serum is going to protect us.
I'm using it on myself. Is that good enough for you?
Roll up your sleeve.
Michael, we must reconsider this virus. Read the research report, study the analysis.
The reason that I pay this man so much money is because I trust his judgment. And on that basis, I am deciding that we are going forward as planned.
What about the woman who was here earlier, Mrs. Holden?
What about her?
Do you want her protected from the virus?
It's too risky. It's too much to explain.
Vicky!
I'm in here, darling.
Ah. How you feeling?
Oh, much better, thank you.
Good. Where are the kids?
Well, the boys are outside, and Jessica's with Kim, and my other daughter, well, I don't know where she is.
Honey, we'll find her.
I'm sure we will.
So, what'd you do today? I tried calling. You were out.
Oh, well, I had lots of errands to run. You know, Renee's been very, very busy planning this birthday party for Asa, and I've been trying to help her wherever I can, although I don't think I've been much help to her. Also, I made a decision. I've decided I'm going to go to the Women's Press Association conference in New York.
Well, honey, that's terrific. That's great. You're not doing it for me, are you? I was pressing that idea kind of hard.
No, absolutely not. I promise you I'm not going because of any pressure from you.
Good. Good. Be the best thing for you getting away for a while.
Yeah, I think so.
I know so.
I'm a little concerned about the children.
Well, honey, you don't have to be concerned about the children. They're going to be fine. I'll have Bo and Drew and Asa and Cord come over. We'll keep them busy.
I feel so guilty.
No, there'll be none of that, honey. You need some time to yourself. I know you can't help thinking about this search for your daughter, but this trip to New York will put everything in perspective for you and give you a breather.
I hope so.
I know so. Meanwhile, I'll keep trying to come up with some leads, and if I get lucky, you'll be the first one to know. Come here. You take off for the Big Apple, and you have yourself a fine old time with the other ladies of the press, and don't you worry your pretty little head about anything.